the community of Pimville are still in the dark. Linda Mnisi is joining us then to bring us updates from that very area. Linda, when we spoke to you a short while ago, you were telling us about just how difficult it is for that community, and they were also talking to you about the crime levels that appear to have escalated now.
Absolutely, Bongi, and you'll remember that there are quite a number of community members. You would have heard earlier on, we were told that this community was established years ago. So there were senior citizens who were in this community. Sadly, some of them have passed away, but they were also affected by not having electricity. But you'll remember that not having electricity comes at a cost. And to speak to us about that particular cost, I'm joined now by Nandi. She's a community member, also representing the community here of Zone 7, Pimville. Nandi, just talk to us about, the cost of not having electricity. And how much have you spent so far?
Too much, because gas is expensive. Paraffin is expensive, inkun is expensive, coal is expensive. So, ukpheka is just a hassle. Amanzi okugeza is drama, because what are you gonna do? Mawuvula impompi, amanzi ayabanda. You know what I mean? Kunabo koko lana. The oldest member. We are a community of 84 households. Understand? And that's about plus minus 320 people, because in one household kunabantu the same kunabantu abahlala either emikhukhwini or emarumini walapho. So we service those people as part of the certification, but that's a different story. But nje thina as human beings, nje equality of life yethu ayikho sharp. Do you understand? Abantwana besikolo have to struggle. Khona manje I feel sorry for abantwana from grade 10 to grade 12. Where do they study? Mabaya esikolweni bahamba ngempahla esishabene because bazo-ayina kuphi. Understand? Ukudla ekuseni in the morning, just a simple thing like porridge, umdoko. You can't make umdoko because what if paraffin ayikho? What if gas ayikho? And the food, not all of us are fortunate to even have gas. Most of the community basebenza ngeparaffin or ngeinkuni.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to quickly move on to Snenhlanhla Bongiwe. She takes care of young kids in the community since, of course, they've been experiencing power outages, and she's going to give us a sense of what it is like being a child living in a community like this. Nekuku, thank you so much for your time. What kind of life are they living now from what you've seen?
So we have a primary school just around the corner, Pimville Primary School, Ibantu. So it's kids that are living from the dark to the dark. It's cold. So that's why I say as an initiative, your soup kitchen. As you can see, I'm a qualified chef. So Sifuna Uguti, we are working on move to the school so we can be able to see a meal in the morning so because cover absenteeism, because already abantwana sometimes they can't even get to school because amanzi ogeza awekho. So we want to fix zonke lezi zinto, working with abazali babo so we can uplift bona abantwana. Also we have a reading club esizoyenza nabo so we can help nabo academically, even in the sports department. We just want ukuthi siba better even if we're in the dark, but let's make the most out of it. Yes.
All right, Bongiwe, that's Negugu giving us a sense of the lives of children here, explaining to us that, in fact, it is quite difficult. They have to go to school, but they move from their dark homes to a dark school, which impacts on their education. I'm joined now by Tabang Moloi. He's also one of the people that have been spearheading the fight for electricity in the area. Tabang, I want us to speak about the committee that you guys established and what kind of work it has managed to do so far.
We have tried our best. We have tried our best. What I can tell you is that since this thing has started, these houses that they don't have electricity, we have lost lives, 28 lives that have been lost due to this thing of not having electricity. And we have, begged ESCOM so many times. Clearly to them, black lives don't matter. I'm being honest with you, if it was in a white area, whether they pay or they don't pay, they would have done it long time ago. So think about what I'm telling you. 28 lives gone. Simply means that as we have tried as a committee, and we even encourage people to pay. You need to understand that, and the people are willing. And they've shown interest and everything. They've signed form, everything to show ESCOM that we are willing to abide. Do you understand? But nothing has been happening.
We've seen in Johannesburg recently a newly appointed mayor, Jolidi Matongo. Have you tried engaging the municipality about what has happened? And have they been, engaging with you?
I wouldn't be here if they were responding. Do you understand? We have been doing this on our own as community leaders. Do you understand? This thing of helping the community is a passion from us. Do you understand? We're not getting a cent to help anybody, to help our community. We are doing it out of love. And then there are people who are getting paid for that. But they don't act. They don't care actually. Do you understand? So I wouldn't blame the mayor. The mayor is new. He knows nothing. Maybe we will go to him. Maybe he might help. You understand? But presently, let me tell you something. Nothing. None help from anybody else. Only us that are busy going to Megawood Park, trying to knock and knock and knock. But what worries me more is that they say what COVID stage 4 again, whatever. Yeah, they say it's coming back. Yes, yeah. So yeah, fourth wave. Fourth wave is coming back. So now think of fourth wave, third wave, first wave, or second wave. 28 lives have passed. Do you understand? But now tell me, how many people are going to die? And again, we don't have electricity, and it's getting colder. You cannot predict this weather of these days.
And which is my next point. I want to ask you about this coming weekend. It's predicted that it's going to be a cold one. How do you prepare? I know you've gone through so many cold weekends, but how do you prepare for a weekend, a cold weekend, or even a cold day, when the SA Weather Service says it's going to be cold in Gauteng on this particular day? There's going to be a cold front. How does this community prepare?
Honestly speaking, we are scared. I can't lie to you and say we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. No, we are scared that we are going to lose lives again with this cold front that is coming.
All right.
Yeah, please, my message to ESCOM that please ESCOM, it's now going for 2 years. No, it's not going for 2 years. Please, we're begging them now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Those are community members, Bongiwe, of Pimville Zone 7, quite concerned really about the state of affairs. In a couple of moments, there's a group of guys who've just gone out to get some wood. They'll be doing a bonfire here to sit around as it's getting cold. It's actually quite cold and very dark in the community, and that is why you find us confined into one yard to speak and ventilate these issues. They're saying they're waiting and they're calling on ESCOM to come and engage them. We heard of a community that also still wants to participate, and them saying that they're begging community members to also be willing to pay for electricity. ESCOM often speaks about illegal connections in areas and doing audits, which from what we understand was what was supposed to happen here in this community. But from what we're hearing, that has not happened. Of course, we still await the response from ESCOM in terms of what exactly it is that they're going to do to try and save this community. Bongiwe?
All right, that was our reporter Linda Mnisi live from Pimville in Soweto, a community that has been without electricity for over a year now, as they are then expressing real concern around the loss of life, and they say that a lot of people are experiencing the cold weather and its adverse conditions, especially now that they're all even trying to really find a speedy resolution to this. And they say that they've tried to engage so many stakeholders here, and saying that they've really looked at ESCOM, handed over a memorandum. At the same time, they say that they've also been trying to engage the city in order to be able to try and get a speedy resolution here. Linda Mnisi will continue tracking developments for us in the story as he takes us through the experiences of various residents there in Soweto, in Pimville, who have been without electricity for over a year now. A worrying situation looking at the cold weekend as predicted ahead. And